Axie Infinity has quickly become one of the most popular play-to-earn games on the internet, and over the last few months I've been seeing more and more talk about it, so I decided to get involved myself and see if it was something that was actually a fun game to be a part of, I could earn some money back, and also that it lives up to the hype. Today I'm going to show you what I've earned in the first week of playing Axie Infinity and some of my thoughts moving forward. Let's get into it. Welcome everyone, my name is Andy and I appreciate you taking some time to come and watch this video on the channel. Today we are talking about Axie Infinity, and this is going to be my first video on Axie Infinity and about how much I have made back from my initial investment in the first week of playing. Now when I first got started, there was still a sort of boom in the market. I may have paid a little bit more or a little bit less for the Axies. I've not actually done the calculations for the ones I originally bought when I had, but I spent roughly about $1,600 to get in. And that does create a sort of high barrier to entry, especially because a game like that where you can earn back, I'm not surprised that the entry was at this point. Now, not everyone can afford this, and this is where things that we can talk about, scholarships can come into play, and how important this has actually been, not only for people who want to play the game and get involved, where some third world countries can actually earn more playing this game than they would at a normal 9-to-5 job. If we take a look at the Philippines, for example, minimum wage ranges from $5.70 to $10.61 per day. And on this game alone, you can earn easily between $20 and upwards of $50 a day. This is what got me so interested in the game, because there were so many people actually on it and so many people having the ability to make genuinely good money on a game that you can enjoy to play. It's something we've never really heard of before, and games were just there to play and enjoy and talk with your friends on. You know, you'd play Fortnite or you'd play COD or PUBG or any other game that you enjoy to play because of the feeling of enjoying the game, progressing, becoming better. And Axie does this so well. For anyone who's new or just wants to understand the game a little bit more, you can play PvE or PvP with 3 different Axies, and that's the minimum you have to have in order to actually start playing the game. By doing so, these Axies have individual cards and individual movesets that work better against others, and it's a 3v3 in any situation. It's the best person who plays the best cards who wins. Once you've killed all of the other Axies on the opposing team, you've won the game. Now if we have a look right now on the cost of Axies, and this is actually just after the Season 18 update that has happened, the floor price is about $243, meaning that if you were to pay that, you could technically have 3 Axies for around $750 to $850. But don't let this really deceive you. With the Season 18 update, they have tried to push for more PvP, meaning you can earn more SLP, which is the currency that you earn on this game, to be better at the game itself. Meaning that if you were to actually pick up these Axies, you're more likely not going to rank that high even as you continue to get better at the game itself. This means that the barrier to entry is still pretty high, as you're looking to probably pay between $450 to $750 for the Axies that you're actually wanting to get in the beginning. This is where scholarships can really come into play, and if you can find a scholar manager who wants to see you grow and you have the potential to want to learn and develop yourself further, you could have a really good relationship where you're earning really good money each month as you improve on the game. Let's actually get into the calculations then and what I have made back in the first week. If we look at this here, I put a $1,600 investment and already I've made back around $219. This is based off the SLP price on the day that I actually completed it. Of course, this changes and fell drastically as I played more in the first sort of week or so. It did rise again back to 0.20, 0.21 yesterday, but of course we're not taking that into consideration. I started on the 27th of July, the first week was the 2nd of August, and this is what we'd made back so far. And I just want to put it into comparison of what I earned based on the time that I actually put in. In the beginning, when you play Axie Infinity, all of your Axies start at level 1, but as you rise up the levels, you can then play better in PvE and get more SLP quicker. Meaning that when I'd first started, I was playing 3 hours to get 153 SLP. Of course, they've lowered this now with Season 8. The minimum that you could get is 75 SLP. You completed all the challenges with the PvE one, signing in and then winning 5 competitive matches. But then again, you have more opportunity to earn more in the competitive matches, so it can be higher or it can be a little bit lower depending on what's happening. At this point, when I'd first started though, it took me around 3 hours just to complete the first round to get 153 SLP, meaning I got $42 in 3 hours of work at this time of the price of SLP, which is 0.27 at the 27th of July. As I moved forward though, and as you get up ranks, you're going to spend less and less time getting that. If we take yesterday, for example, I think I got 131 SLP in 1.3 hours, so I spent 1 hour and 20 minutes round about that to get 131 SLP. Compare that to the 3 hours I spent the first time, it's a lot longer. And that was also me playing most PvP matches with my 20 energy and then playing the PvE after I'd finished the PvP challenges. So I think I won maybe 11 or 12 of my games, and then I'd done my PvE challenges as well to make sure I got the daily quest and the reward for that. As we go down, you can see that the time actually lowers, and if we look to the bottom, we see that we spent a total of 17.9 hours in the 7 days to complete all of this. So I've spent 17.9 hours to get a total of 906 SLP. And if we times that by what the prices were at and what we earned on each day, we earned a total of $219.49 in 7 days of playing a game for a total of 18 hours. This also means that if we took that in as a sort of wage, it'll be about $12.40 every hour that we are playing the game. For me, I currently work in a bar and earn, I think it's about £7 to £8 per hour that I work. And even if we take the high of 8s, which I don't actually think I get paid, I think it's a little bit lower than that, that is $11.09, meaning that I actually get paid more to play Axie Infinity each hour than I would at my work. And again, remember, my work in the bar, I'm moving all the time, I'm putting tables away, I'm serving everyone for 7-8 hours of that time of being there. So this is a lot less time spent and a lot more gained, meaning I need to spend less time earning and more time being able to work on my own business. Now, of course, if you expand this as well, you get scholars, you start breeding, which I have done. There's a video coming out on that very, very shortly. Your earning potential is a lot more. This is just a base understanding of what I have earned so far. Now we're on to week 3 of what we're actually making, but I am spending the SLP I've earned into breeding. I've been doing a lot of breeding research, and me and my friend actually went in together to start the breeding process, to then work on that and build a sort of foundation of business there to help people get involved in Axie, as well as help us in our businesses move forward outside of Axie too. I'm going to be taking you through the whole process of me doing so, and if you'd like me to do sort of live streams, or you'd like me to do videos on the whole process of me improving my team and improving my cards and all that sort of stuff, then be sure to let me know. I would love to find ways in order to make it entertaining as possible, and for you to get a real raw understanding of what it's like for someone to get into the game and what you can earn back and how you can get involved in the community and more. The Axie Infinity community has truly been amazing to be a part of. People answer your questions on the Discord, they're really, really genuine about it, and they're trying to help you become better. The YouTubers as well have helped me learn so much about this game in a very short space of time, and I'd love to be able to give back in any way that I can to help you understand what this game is really like and how to get into it. Of course, there's going to be dips in SLP the whole way through anything that you ever do. Because it's crypto, it's so volatile, so you don't actually know where the price is going to go. The price went all the way down to 0.6 at one point last week and has risen again. There's a lot of other things you need to take into consideration. So right now, this is a big risk, just like anything you often do. But for me, I know that anything you try to do in life is going to be risky. Some are going to take more risk than others, but I was willing to take that and jump in and dive in to create more content for a project I'm really excited about. This is not financial advice at all, but I would recommend getting involved if this is something you think you're genuinely going to enjoy. There's a lot of different avenues that you can go down, and actually are also in the works of bringing out a whole load of new things that are going to make this game something even bigger than it already is. And recently, if I'm not mistaken, I just saw that they'd passed over 1 million daily active users on this game, which is nuts to think about. As you can see, I've earned around $220 back in just 7 days of playing, which is something you don't often see in anything you invest in that quickly. It often takes a lot of time and a lot of investment just to see anything back, and seeing that so far has truly been incredible. Again, I'm using this and the SLP that I'm earning going back into the business and back into breeding to then hopefully help more people get involved in the game itself, potentially either earn a side hustle or a little bit of a living for themselves too. If you'd like to continue to follow the journey, be sure to hit that subscribe button, as I'd love for you to be a part of this community. Let me know down in the comments anything you'd like to see. I'm open to discussing and trying to research anything I can to help you better yourself in these markets. If you've not seen last week's video, be sure to click on the screen right now, as I know it's something you'll love to watch. Have a fantastic day.